Now, I want to start this video off by saying that there's nothing wrong with downsizing. You may have seen some pretty cool cars on the channel, and unfortunately, this lifestyle is flat out unsustainable, especially with something as fickle as YouTube. Now, over the past 12 months, there's been somewhat of a downturn, numbers are down, and there's a new YouTuber every day trying to get rich, and as a result, there are more viewing options. There's a finite amount of time, but an infinite number of viewing options, so it tends to get a little saturated as to where people spend their time. Now, a lot of this is my fault, because, you know, I used to do Tesla stuff, which was brought a lot of you here. Now it's just kind of everything, from Hellcats to taking someone's wife out to Olive Garden, and it's definitely not for everyone. As a result, something has to give. We have a lot of really cool projects, but after the video series is over, they just sit there and it costs a small fortune to maintain. I have to start focusing on things that make sense financially. Now, as a quick aside, many of you sometimes wonder about the projects and their successes on the channel. Well, the i8 was a huge success, low entry barrier, but many successful videos, and it's actually worth something when sold. The Cyberquad was also a success. Low entry costs and several successful videos. Even though the numbers didn't knock it out of the park, it wasn't a very expensive thing to make, and it had a great cost to benefit ratio. The Cyber side, unfortunately, that was a failure. While we had fun making it, financially, it was a huge undertaking, several setbacks, including the smoke show, and every single piece was custom. It took it way over budget, and it's a custom project, and while it's cool, it isn't worth nearly what went into it. Hellcat, middle of the road. Even though it was cheap, the mods made it expensive. The video series paid for the modifications pretty much, but other than that, the only way the Hellcat makes sense is if I sell it. It still owes me many more videos, and unfortunately, judging by the last video's performance, you all are no longer interested in seeing it. So in the interest of downsizing, I decided to sell another car, the Tesla Model X, and buy a 2008 Toyota Sequoia and sell my Tesla Model X. The X has AP1, 76,000 miles, clean title, free supercharging, 22-inch wheels, and it's a 6-seater. You'll see more why at the end of the video. I'm selling the X, but the Sequoia has a 5.7-liter V8. It can tow almost anything you put behind it. It's more reliable, and it holds its value much better than its competition at the time. The Chevy Tahoes and the Escalades. It is a perfect downsized vehicle. Dare I say upsized, because it's actually a lot larger vehicle. It's low maintenance, it's not flashy, and it does whatever you ask of it. And honestly, I think it's a good-looking truck. Tons of space, 3 full rows, and you could put adults in the 3rd row. It is hands down one of the most underrated trucks ever made, and I wish people talked about it more. I've had it for a little while now, and it's towed pretty much everything without having to wait 45 minutes at a supercharger with a trailer. It does everything I ask in complete comfort and silence. So, to continue the downsizing trend, let's finalize the details on the i8. All right, this is the awkward part of the video where I tell you guys I actually sold a car. 2 weeks ago, I listed that I had an i8 for sale. Everyone thought it was fake. The i8 actually really is for sale, and it did sell. And I sold it to a new friend of mine, just not long ago. Yeah. A long time ago, I said that this car is meant for, let's see, retired porn stars and aspiring rappers.
You found me on my SoundCloud, right?
He's actually a SoundCloud rapper from Kansas, of all places. I mean, who knew? How many rappers are from Kansas?
Yeah, one.
So he's gonna throw a few bars for us right now. Spit a few bars for us. Let's hear this thing. Come on,
I ate pizza. I used to know a girl named Linda.
Yeah, that's good. That's stop. That's perfect.
Oh, I'll fax you the check. Don't worry.
Yeah, all right.
You can trust me.
I'm sure I'll get it.
I'm verified on SoundCloud.
So this is yeah, it's gone. And I want to tell people, like, this is the whole purpose of this, is to let people know it's okay to downsize. It's okay to have like really cool stuff at one point in your life and then just sell it all. Like, you could go from driving this to driving a Honda Civic or a Toyota Prius. So now he's gonna own this car and I'm not. All right, so now we're here in the i8. How are you liking it so far?
It's actually great.
It's not a bad car, right?
Yeah, we're driving around in full EV mode. It's quiet,
right?
Which allows me to listen to my rap.
Yes, which is very good.
Yeah, I gotta know what's going on.
Yeah, for sure. In the streets.
My fingers on the pulse.
In the mean streets of Kansas.
Yeah.
You know. Well, do they have streets there?
Yeah, we have streets, cobblestones.
We have roads.
Roads.
Yeah. So
whatever you want to call it.
So what's in that purple drink you got there?
I think I think it's just called Purple Drink.
Okay. Well, it says Mountain Dew on it. We just drove past a kid in another BMW, and he was breaking his neck to see who was driving this thing. I'm telling you, for the price, this is probably the most car you can get.
Yeah.
This, you get a carbon fiber tub. This exit here. Okay. You get a carbon fiber tub. You get a hybrid drive system. It's 4-wheel drive. Yep. I mean, you get the BMW name. You get exotic looks. Throw it into this turn here. Look at him throwing it into turns. Again, it doesn't matter how fast he goes because this car's already purchased. This car's not my property anymore, so I don't really care what happens. Yeah, but no, I mean, I really hope I hope you enjoy it in good health. The check engine light should turn back on. I cleared it. I think like 10 drive cycles, that'll pop right back up again. No problem. Yeah, no problems at all. Normal. And all the other associated issues will pop up as well. I'm gonna miss you, buddy. It's been fun. This was my first gas-powered car on the channel, even though it's a hybrid. Yeah, this thing got, man. My goodness, crazy. Oh well. It's been fun. Nice parking job, by the way.
Absolutely. I figured I wanted to make a statement by kind of
BMW things. Make sure you don't. I actually broke the turn signal stock, so you can't use the turn signals. Cool. You wouldn't use them anyways, but you're in a BMW, man. Look at this. You've been pimped. Nice job.
Yeah, thanks, Exhibit.
I want to talk about something today that affects millions of Americans, men, women, children in some cases. I want to talk about shaving. And I don't have the best beard to display this, but my friend John Ross over here, how long have you been using this product for, John Ross?
Like 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah.
Get it on this guy's face real quick. Not a single hair in his face. Closer, closer. Easy, easy, easy. Now this is the Tesla of shavers, but it has even better build quality.
That's good.
It's very important, yes. Yeah. Do you like high-tech engineering too? Well, these guys use aerospace standards at their facility where they originally made complex satellite components and decided razors usually suck and to make a better one. With tolerances tighter than a frog's rear end, it's literally the closest shave you could ever get. Closer than anything you could ever imagine, with the hopes that some cute girl will get close enough to notice. The blade extends past the shave plane about 0.0013 of something, and you definitely don't know what that looks like, but it's less than the thickness of a human hair. It's also super sustainable and not being made of plastic like 80% of everything out there floating around the ocean, and the cost of ownership is the best part because once you have one, it's less than 10 bucks a year to shave for even the burliest of beards. Now the i8 is sold, so back to the Sequoia. Since the truck is 15 years old and looks a little dated, I decided to go on eBay Motors and get a new front grille, new blacked out headlights, and a blacked out door handle and mirror cap kit, and also paint the wheels because, you know, I can't have something that doesn't have black wheels on it, can I? Now, the Tesla is the most technologically advanced vehicle on the road, touchscreen, all that good stuff. And the Sequoia, well, it isn't. So I'm going to head over to John to make it a little bit more modern. This is Sequoia, and here we are with John Vieira from Elite Autosports once again. John, what are we doing today?
We are putting in a radio.
I like that radio.
That is a nice radio.
It is a pretty nice radio.
It is a pretty nice radio. We got the iData Maestro stuff, so we can display a lot of the information, the car's information on the screen.
Okay.
Putting in a remote start with a
4G connection?
4G connection,
okay.
So he can start it from his phone.
Okay.
This is the actual remote start. This is actually what allows the car to start, bypasses the transponder and the key.
Okay.
Also allows me to do all the locks and all that fun stuff.
So this is my current setup. I have this Anchor Bluetooth to aux connection. And I also have this cup holder, which is a 110 volt outlet that I used to charge my phones with. So it goes via Bluetooth through the aux to the old Toyota radio. And I'm hoping that that one radio replaces all of this stuff.
Something comes apart properly. Truck.
No. Very simple behind there.
Yes, it is.
I do. This is one of my favorite dash layouts, though. All the buttons are big, easy to use. Very American car. How'd you know what size it was going to be? Experience?
Experience.
Or age?
Well, this should just pop out.
Are you going to transfer all my AM presets to the new radio?
No, that's your job.
Okay. What's the North American? Was it the North American DVD map?
Yep. All right, buddy. See how this thing
gonna snap in?
Snaps in.
Woo! Does it work now? That's the big question.
Well, I'll find out in 2 seconds, Rich. All right. Before I start putting anything else
please,
together,
yeah.
let's
See if this thing actually works. So far, nothing. Oh, look at that. It works. I have a quarter mile, 0 to 60.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try that out on obviously safe roads.
Safe roads.
Yes.
Closed circuits.
Oh, this is fantastic, man. This is very Tesla. It's actually faster and responds better than a Tesla screen. Boom, and it just works, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's the seat from the Sequoia. John's gonna work his magic on this. It looks like part of the foam got ripped, and this has to do with how people exit the vehicle. I do it the same way. I drag my rear end over the seat, and it separates this right here. I think the person that owned this before was probably a little bit larger than me, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But now we're gonna fix the years of a person that weighs about 250 pounds dragging their rear end over the seat over the last 200,000 miles. So John's gonna take care of this. Hellcat going. Oh, jeez. Here we go.
Richard!
Linda, what's up? How you been, Linda?
I'm good. I've been good.
Look at you in the merch. What's that? You do merch? This is no. They don't buy mine. They're not gonna buy yours on this channel either. What's up, Linda? What's going on?
I saw your last video and you were a little down. So
Little
I didn't know if you were sad because I haven't been here, so I figured I'd stop by. The i8's not here. Did you sell it? Did you sell it?
This is the Hellcat. You've never seen that before.
No, I haven't.
This is the Hellcat. Not bad, right? Take a look. Open it up.
Oh.
The brown. Everyone hates that brown, by the way. Everyone hates that color.
I mean, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I do wish it was a little lighter though, but are you gonna change it? Or is this the final? Oh shoot, is this the final?
I can't, yeah.
You can't tell me anything?
That's all I could, no, I can't afford to change it, so it's fine. It'll stay that way.
Would it be weird if you like painted it?
Painted the interior?
I can get you some cheap paint.
Let me give you the rest of the tour.
These are new.
Not bad cabinets, right? Yes. Those are hand warmers. We still don't have heat.
Right.
You might need that,
Yeah,
yes.
I need that. My calendar is gone.
Your calendar is in fact gone. Someone took it. I swear to you, someone took it.
Downsizing.
Yeah.
You actually don't have a lot of cars in here, though.
There's
is
some-
that why? Yeah, well, this used to be up there. So
Yeah.
Is that why you
The Mini used to be up there. We're doing the restoration on the Mini Cooper. We're starting to downsize a little bit. Selling some cars, you know. The i8, that's in a different place now. I'm not saying I sold it. It's just someone is going to drive it.
It's a touchy topic.
Someone gave me money to drive it, to take it home for a while. You know what I mean?
I mean, I saw your video that you're trying to sell it, so you don't. Why are you lying?
Okay, they're gonna, not selling. Selling's a strong word. I mean, you remember the Porsche and all that good stuff. It's all here.
Yeah. And then of course caught on fire, and now you took the wheels off.
Technically, it was smoke, so not really.
Well, you know what I mean. There was smoke, but so do you have a plan for this?
Not really. Just to fix it. We're getting a new 4-wheel drive system for it.
Okay.
And that's really it. Yeah. Huh. Really simple stuff.
Definitely a lot cleaner. I like
simpler.
that you actually like.
There's some organization now.
About time you got it together.
Organization's important.
Yeah, because I haven't been here, so I was a little nervous.
Yeah.
I don't know how you operate. You know, actually.
Yeah.
You've had some girls in the shop.
Yes.
Where are they?
They've left. They've departed.
So
I will say, Lena, you've been extremely inconsistently consistent. So what you'll do is you'll disappear for like 6 to 12 months, and you'll just pop in the door. So yes, so
it's not that long.
So speaking to the audience, yes, there have been some other people here, and everyone keeps asking, "Where's Linda? Where's Linda? Where's Linda?" And now Linda's back. Yeah, happier than ever.
For today.
For now.
Don't piss me off. You still have no food here.
Food wouldn't really be in here. Lena, you know what? Are you hungry?
Can we eat?
Let's go something to eat.
Okay.
Let's go.
I already paid.
Oh, thank you.
Just a tap away.
Thank you, Lena.
Ready, go.
Ready. Not bad. What? Sorry about that. Sorry.
Find your wallet so you can reimburse me for lunch.
Did I say I was gonna do that? Did I say I was gonna?
You're reimbursing me.
That's okay. I'm sorry. My wallet's somewhere around here. There you go. Oh, my Ridge wallet. You can get rid of that bulky George Costanza wallet and have this sleek, slim, streamlined piece of beautiful machinery. They come in several different colors. I have the carbon fiber one on this, and it's been my wallet for many years now. So thank you, Ridge Wallet. If you click the link in the description box below, right down below, you can get your own Ridge Wallet for 10% off using my code. Oh, she's still here. I'm just recording this for insurance purposes, just in case. Holy crap.
I wasn't even on the gas. I wasn't even on the gas.
That's what they all say.
I
know, I'm kidding. I know.
I swear to you, as soon as I went and drive.
I know. It'll do that. That's a Hellcat.
I'm just kidding.
Chad, here we are with the Model X. What did you guys at the Electrified Garage do to it today?
Typical X stuff. It needs tires. We did some tire work to it.
Okay.
The typical issue with the all-wheel drive, it was mostly in the X. The S had this problem as well, but it's not as pronounced as it is on the X.
Yep.
Is the axle shaft vibration.
Yes.
So on a hard acceleration, the steering wheel on the front end would shake because of the driveline angle of the axle shafts. So we replaced both axle shafts with updated shafts, and then also replaced both mounts for the front motor. It's a redesigned motor mount. So it helps alleviate a lot of the axle shake. Also the axle seals. Other common problems that usually fail on these is the window regulator.
Really?
So, yeah.
On a brand new car?
Yeah, it happens.
I will say one thing right now. I've had that Sequoia for tens of thousands of miles now. That Sequoia has 200,000 miles on it.
Everything's original, right?
The regulators have never failed on me.
It's a Toyota. They don't really fail.
Yeah.
They just rot away.
Yeah, they just exist for a while till they don't, right?
And they go away in the dust, So yeah, we did a window regulator.
So that was the noise, the creaking noise I was hearing.
Yeah, so trying to come up and down. It was the cables had come off the tracks.
Gotcha.
And they just started chewing up in the window.
Okay.
So we replaced the window regulator. The other thing we did was the steering wheel control. It's a very common problem with all the Teslas.
Right.
That scroll wheel.
Yeah, that button breaks.
Very small little pin that holds that in there.
Yeah.
If you push it just a little too hard, it breaks.
Gotcha.
So we replaced those.
Did they fix that?
Yep.
The threes are different, but
there's no scroll wheels after the S and X. The older gens. So the newer ones are all capacitive sensors. The three, they still have scroll wheels, but they're beefier. They don't have the same problems.
Yeah. So like this one, I don't know. As much as I won't lie to people. This car didn't really suit my needs as I thought it would. We were talking about interior space and overall volume.
Yes.
The Y is honestly the better value. For some reason, the 6-seater is very desirable for people.
Yeah.
I really don't know why. Because I remember when I used to haul this thing, to haul like junk and tires, whatever. If those rear seats don't fold down, they just go forward maybe like 8 inches.
Forward and that's it.
Right. They don't tilt. You really can't. It doesn't have as much utility.
Right. We also have customers that have the wheel swaps and they could barely get their wheels in the back of it.
Right.
It's kind of like, well, you have a big SUV. What's the point then if you can't put stuff in the space?
And when we went skiing, yes, I do go skiing. Surprisingly, I don't ski. I just monitor, making sure the kids are okay.
Catch it on video.
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, nice job, kids. When it comes to skis and skiing, we took the Rivian because you can't put skis at the roof of this.
Yeah, that's the other problem. You have a gigantic glass windshield. And you have Falcon doors, you can't put a roof rack on that.
But what people do is they do all these workarounds where they'll put the ski mount in the rear hitch.
Yep.
Where it's still a pain.
Yep, they'll sit vertical. So when you do the hitch, they'll sit up like this at a 45. Or if you get the other one that sits the lengthwise, it's almost the width of the vehicle. But I mean,
convenience-wise, it's a complete. It just doesn't make much sense because that also affects your backup sensors.
You do a lot of towing too.
I do tons of towing.
So I mean, this thing can tow. Don't get me wrong, it has capacity. When you're doing any long distance towing,
it doesn't.
Try to charge that with a trailer on the back of it. You can't.
No.
So it means you have to take the trailer off every time you charge.
Yeah.
So if you're stopping like every couple of hours to charge,
it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense to do that.
So that's what I'm saying. So for this, like in terms of the S, X, and Y, and 3, there's a reason why the X isn't selling anywhere near as well as anything else.
I'll take a Y over an X.
Yeah. Oh, Ys and 3s are killing it right now, especially the Y. For some reason, I think the Ys are selling a little bit higher in terms of sales, but yeah, the X never. I mean, it's cool. The Falcon Wing doors are cool when they work.
Yes, when they work.
I mean, they generally do work, but if anything is on top covering the sensors, whether it be snow or the door handles freezing because it's cold outside.
Or it bakes in the sun with the sensor out there.
Or it bakes in the sun. Yeah, it doesn't want to open.
That's another common problem with these.
But people also complain and say, Rich, you should keep it in the garage. Fun fact. Try to open those doors in the garage. Let me know how that goes for you.
It doesn't happen, especially if you have a low ceiling like you do.
Pretty much, yeah.
So they can only go up so far and stop, and the doors come out like this, and you have to slide into the door.
Right.
So it's not quite practical for it's not a bad car, but it depends on what you do with it.
Right. If you're a young power couple, dink, was that dink, dual income, no kids?
Yeah.
Sure. You know what I mean? Go nuts, do your stuff.
Well, I mean, for what you're doing, you're hauling parts around, you're towing things. This is not really that type of
It didn't really seem to. But the Sequoia, on the other hand, it's inexpensive. I could do a brake job for like $20. Go on Rock Auto, get all the parts there. It just doesn't fail. It keeps going forever.
And like I said, it's a Toyota. They don't die. They just rot away.
Yeah, they just rot away. Yeah, or just reborn. You know what's funny? There was a meme that said Toyota is recalling all 1996 to like 2020 Camrys because you should have bought us something else by now. Because they just keep running. You know what I mean? Like, you should have bought something else.
I used to work for Toyota. It's true.
You know the deal.
Yeah.
Oh, so what are so now that we're here, just so people know, once they buy the truck, what problems they could expect to see from it?
It's more the Falcon doors during cold weather. They do tend to freeze. Common problem. Same thing with the door latches. That's a common issue too, where the front doors get stuck.
Oh, the front door punches.
Gotcha. Front door punches. That's just common in these. It's just it never really goes away. There's updated latches.
Right.
I think you have the latest generation on this.
How about suspension? Because I remember how the S's had had suspension issues because it's so heavy.
These do unfortunately have leaky suspension problems, just like the S does.
Right.
Where it'll actually corrode the side of the shock cylinder. And the corrosion will seep up underneath the sealing O-ring, and it'll cause like a small bleed of air coming out.
Gotcha.
So over a period of time, it'll sink down. So if it's leaking slowly, you're all right. So like an overnight, it drops like a half an inch. That's no big deal. If you come out next morning and it's low, that's a problem. And
gotcha.
The reason why it's a big problem in the X is because this compressor does not like to run continuously. So when this drops and the compressor has to sit there and pump up the tank of the suspension, it actually burns up the compressor.
Gotcha.
So then you're having to do a compressor, 4 struts, and sometimes a valve block because the compressor will be running so long, it creates moisture, and the valve block is full of water.
So I think on this, over the last, 4 years, I don't know if this is good or not, but I probably have, I want to say an additional 10,000 in maintenance plus, maybe even more than that, because Tesla replaced both front shocks. I brought it back to them multiple times for that door handle that door popping issue.
Yep. So probably put the latest latch kit in it, which you have to retrofit. So that's the problem. The latest retrofit kit for this is intensive. It's not just latches. It's the latches, it's a whole door harness, and it's a retrofit where it's a completely different system. So it's quite labor intensive.
There's quite a few things to do. On this, I think people that see this video, they'll be in the comment section with their one brain cell firing and say, well, I have a newer X, I don't have any of this stuff happening to me. Well, yes, the Raven X's are very different.
So that's just it. They're also talking about generational things. So this is an early model. You know, the Raven is the later model, and then they have the Palladium.
Right.
And so the Palladium, they fixed a lot of the issues with that.
A lot of the issues.
But the Raven still has a lot of shared common ancestry with this.
Right. But the Raven, I heard, is pretty... I heard they fixed, like you said,
a lot of issues. The Raven, they fixed the front driveline issue, so it's a completely different drive unit, different drive axles, all that's changed out.
I think is it also more efficient as well? I think it makes a little bit more power, and I heard that when it comes to towing, efficiency-wise, a little bit better. Does it have newer batteries?
No? It's newer cells. You're also looking at the powertrains. The Raven powertrain is the Model 3 style.
Gotcha.
Powertrain.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So in this one, they're both AC induction motors, whereas that one they're using permanent magnet.
So that's good. So at least with the people saying, oh, my X is fine, you probably have a newer X. It's probably a Raven, and you probably paid 3 times the price of this one to fix all the mistakes that Tesla made over the last few years. So yeah, no, I mean, X's, they can be good. I recommend either you buy this one or buy the newest one you could afford, which is, I think, at this point, $105,000, I think.
Base model, probably?
Yeah, the base the base model. Yeah. So yeah, this is it. So it'll be for sale. I know people don't like when I make videos when it comes to detailing cars, so I'll spare you with that. But this X is for sale. Price-wise, we'll figure something out. But I'm gonna fix the curb rash on the wheels. I'll put new brakes on it. I'll detail it, make it look really nice. But this thing's out of here, and the Toyota is gonna take its place.
You'll take a sandwich for it, right?
I'll take a ham sandwich for it. Okay. All right, cool.
I can afford that.
All right.
This, I mean,
the unsprung weight in that thing. Oh boy, those wheels are heavy.
Yeah, the wheels definitely don't help. But yeah, this thing is also talking about weight. This thing is extremely heavy. Again, I'm not deterring anyone that's watching this from buying it, because you still should. But it just doesn't.
Car crushing competitions,
Yeah, it doesn't. You will win every time. When it comes to an accident, you'll win every time in the X.
Oh yeah, especially if you get in an accident. I mean, this thing's like a
first drivers, 16-year-olds. You want to protect them.
Seriously, yeah. This is just great.
You're looking at like 6,000 pounds of weight in this. The Y is like 4,000.
Yeah, you're looking at like almost 1,500 to 2,000 pounds.
It's more power.
It's more power. Yeah. Why would
That's why the Y is selling out so well.
Yeah. Well, the only catch. Oh no! Now they have the 3-row Y. Yeah, it's tiny back there, but guess what?
Tiny.
It is also tiny back there.
Yes. So that's the other thing. When you have that third row in these, it is really tiny, and you have to climb into it. I know for a fact my head hits the hatch in that.
Does the Y have captain chairs in the middle, or is it all three? It's always bench.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. So you could fold that bench down. You could fold the rear ones down and have a ton of room.
Yeah.
This one, it's like, well.
You have the pedestal seats, so you can't even. Those don't even fold. Those just move forward and then.
So you got to put. If you want to fit 4 tires in there, you got to put a tire in each pedestal seat. You got a tire in the passenger seat. And you also have to sit on a tire as well. You have to have a tire to figure it out.
Yeah, you can only fit 2 tires stacked in the back in the hatch.
Yeah, no, it was... Again, please buy it. Thank you.